And good morning. Happy Saturday morning, everybody. Thanks for being with us once again. How you doing, Shannon?
Doing good, man. Good morning, everybody. We're here and raring to go, and in I hope fine form, but we'll see.
Yeah, fingers crossed. After last week's, adventure. So, did you
Yeah,
have a good week?
Yeah, well, we were talking. It was kind of hectic at work, and uh, didn't have a whole lot of time to do stuff at home. And I know you had the same kind of week, so but we're here, man. Always ready to
That's
go.
it. That's it. We were talking before the show. It's been one of those weeks. A lot of disappointment as far as real life goes with certain things and whatnot. The biggest thing for us right now is the car. We bought a brand new used car for my wife, and that car we had it for I think 5 days, maybe 6 days, and had to go back into the shop because that check engine light come on. So it's like, so is it a sensor? Is it something really wrong with the engine? What's the deal? So I guess they did have to order a part, and then a couple of their mechanics got sick, and so they couldn't get it done. So it's been there for about a week now, a little over a week, I think.
Oh,
So
man.
it's just one of those things, one after another. What are you
Oh yeah.
gonna
Oh yeah. It's just like quote Rosanna down. It's always a something.
it would just try to just get me through to Saturday morning, baby. Just get me through to Saturday morning.
Oh yeah.
So, but oh man. What do you think? Should we open up the floodgates for the peanut gallery?
Pop that bag of nuts open.
Let's do it. Here we go. And good morning to the peanut gallery. Hi, gang.
Good morning. Let's see what's popping today.
All righty. We got right out of the gate, as usual, we've got Easy Comic Reader, and he's letting us know that today's starting theme is from Eddie Cochran's Summertime Blues. I told Shannon it's actually one song that I know, so I've been warmed up a little bit this morning. Me. So I'm going to give it my best shot here, Easy Comic Reader, and hopefully I won't disappoint you guys. And let's start this baby right off. Here we go. Well, I'm gonna raise a fuss. I'm gonna raise a holler about working all week just to try to earn $1. Wanna go hunting in the dollar bin crate? Wife says no dice, boy, the electric bill's late. Sometimes I'm wondering what I'm gonna do, cause there ain't no cure for the comic budget blues. There we go.
ECR, that's awesome.
Great
job,
work again. Always love it. Thank you so much for that, Easy Comic Reader. Always look forward to the musical interlude to start us off on a Saturday morning. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else is going on here. Here we go, Shannon. Take it away.
Oh, Rob Brown's in the house. Ooh, I'm just in time. Always happy to see Rob. He's been throwing up some great stuff on Facebook. Some of his art and like some of his favorite comics. Great stuff.
Yes, sir. Can't wait. Someday we're gonna have him on.
Hopefully soon.
And Rob Brown also says, good morning, Rod and Shannon and everybody in the Peanut Gallery.
And ECR saying, hey to Rob.
Rob Brown saying, hey, right back at you.
And he's correcting himself. Hi, is.
And Mark Siniard, the average superhuman, is here this morning. Great to have you with us, Mark. He says good morning to everyone.
Happy Saturday, Mark. And Jackson Roykirk's there. Hey, Jackson. Hello, folks.
Hey, Jackson. Great to have you with us again. And Gratu from the Hotel Orloff, all the way from the Hotel Orloff. Great to have you with us again this morning, Gratu. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely. Morning, Gratu. Oh, Jackson Roykirk, shouldn't this be episode 30? I was waiting. I knew it was going to be soon. I'm
hoping it's not. I can't remember. Oh, now you got me questioning myself. I was pretty sure it was 33. Now I got to go. I got to check, but I ain't moving nothing till after the show. I'll tell you that much. I learned my lesson. Rob Brown, howdy, he says.
Oh, the professor's in the house. Eric Breen. Here we go. The one we've been waiting for. Only one episode today. Kind of feel cheated. Oh, well, we do what we can, buddy. We do what we can.
Hey, Eric, great to have you with us again this morning, Professor. As always, thank you for joining us. Rob Brown says, laugh out loud at the Mr. Eric Breen, as we do.
And Marania's in the house. Good morning, Lady Am. Welcome to episode episode 33 with Rod and Shannon. It's going to be 20 minutes of this, I guarantee you.
Well, you know, I just gotta man up and take it because, man, I really screwed it up last week. We're ready. I got my shoulders abroad today. I'm ready to go. Lady M, great to have you with us as always. Thank you very much for hanging out with us again. Josh B is in the house. He says good morning to everybody. Hey, Josh.
Good morning, Josh. And Dr. Runchilla's in the house. Hey, John. Howdy, y'all. Always happy to see you, buddy.
John, great to have you with us, sir. I've got his latest one I've got to catch up on. I've got him. I've got one to catch up on, two to catch up on Higgy, on videos, that is. So
I'm always behind on Higgy. I'm like, it's like a normal thing. I'm always behind 4 or 5. About the only time I get to watch him is like I get to work like an hour before, or like 45 minutes before work. So I always get to catch 1 or 2, before I start work. So,
I'm gonna try and catch up on him this afternoon. So, by the way, while we got Dr. Von Chiller right there, we got to ask the question: how's Pauline today? We want the Pauline report.
Right. And Marania, good morning to all the wonderfully nutty members of the Peanut Gallery and the super sunny nuts of the day out there. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for that, Marania. And Rob Brown says, love the intro so much. Yeah, that was great. Easy comic reader, man. He does a great job for us every week. Thanks so much.
Marania, you beat her to it. We need the Pauline report, John. How's my Godkin doing today?
That's awesome. That you should be scared, Marania, or because we're on the same wavelength with the Pauline report. That's it. I love it. Michael Taylor is in the place today. Great to have you with us, Michael. As always, he says, hello, Doc and Shannon.
Hey, Michael. Always happy to see you, brother.
Gotham City Comics, Kevin. Hey, great to have you with us this morning. Good morning and happy Batman Day. That's right. Today is Batman Day.
Yeah, I saw that 2 or 3 days ago. Happy Batman Day, Kevin.
Cool beans.
Everybody. And Shazam Boy 53, welcome, sir. Hello, Rod and Shannon. Greetings to the Peanut Gallery.
Hello there, Shazam Boy. Thanks for hanging out with us again. And Snuffles McGraw, the Instagram sensation. He says, good morning to everyone. If you get a chance, please check out Snuffles McGraw. He's always showing great nostalgic pictures. I love the stuff he throws up on Instagram. Awesome stuff.
Good morning, Snuffles. And Dr. Von Chilla, cool breezes are blowing through the house this morning, and Pauline is wound up.
Oh, so we can expect a video of the perils of Pauline today?
I hope so.
And Lady M says, check engine light can come on due to weather fluctuations that can affect the sensor. We've had that with ours sometimes, and the lights to check tires. I have that on my car. It always one of the sensors on one of the tires always goes off as soon as the temperature goes up or down. It senses that. I've had it in like 3 times before they said, listen, it's just the fluctuating sensor. Don't worry about it. So I'm like, okay, got to trust your mechanics, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
And Rob Brown said, roll on the floor laughing, pop that bag of nuts open.
Michael Taylor says, hello to everyone in the peanut gallery.
And Mark Sinyard says, bravo, Rob.
And Michael Taylor says, very nice ECR. I like it. He gives it a big thumbs up for it.
That was a
Great
good
work as always.
QNS is in the house. Quite enough there. Good morning, all. Park my bike outside. Morning, sir.
Quite enough there. Thanks so much for hanging out with us again on your Saturday morning. Appreciate it. Easy Comic Reader says, thanks, Michael Taylor.
And Eric Breen, I can't remember. Okay, one more time. You're Rod. The other guy is Shannon.
And it's episode 33.
Yeah, I'm him, and he's me.
Oh, Higgy Pop Comics is in the house. Great to have you with us again, Higgy Pop.
Good morning, Higgy. Good to see you, buddy. I'm trying to catch up on videos, I swear. Dr. Von Jill says weather fluctuations affect my sensors too. Yeah. Starts at the knees, right? That little dinger goes off.
Oh, knees, shoulders, neck, back. Oh. And Dominic Powell. Welcome aboard, Dominic. Great to have you with us this morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. And he says, good morning, everyone.
Yeah, welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Always glad to see a new person in here. Has he been on here before?
I don't recognize the name, so I'm glad that he's with us. All right.
Yeah, of course. We can't remember what episode it is, so he may or may not have been on here.
Well,
welcome, regardless.
That's it too, man. You ain't far off with that memory trick, because my memory is not what it used to be by far. So, well, Dominic, thank you very much for hanging out, spending your Saturday morning with us. We really appreciate it, sir. Easy Comic Reader says,
ECR says electrical tape will fix that check in.
Electrical tape fixes everything, right?
Yeah,
or
it
is
fixes
it
everything. Yeah. Duct tape, yeah, but yeah, electric tape works too.
And Dr. Montilla says, ECR, he's laughing hard.
And Josh B, hi, Higgy Pop. Glad to see you, Josh.
And Higgy Pop says, hey there, Josh.
And Josh says, Higgy got me hooked on everyone's videos. Uh-oh, he is falling down the rabbit hole.
That's it. That's it. And Rob, the comic book G-Man, is with us. Rob, how you doing this morning, sir?
Hey, Rob, good to see you.
He says, hello, gentlemen. Hello, all in the peanut gallery. Great to have you with us again, Rob. Thanks for hanging out with us this Saturday morning. If you get a chance, watch Rob's show, The Comic Book G-Man, on that channel. He comes on, I believe, at either noontime or 1 o'clock, right after our show. So you'll be able to catch him. Always has a very interesting panel, a lot of fun on his show, doing just like we do, showing great comic books, man. Gotta love it.
And Eric says, I saw where Comic Crypt posted video and it was 3:45. I said, cool, a short one. Then I saw it was 3 hours, 45 minutes.
Holy mackerel.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Well, that'll take up a good portion of my afternoon. Cool beans. I love planning ahead. Rob Brown says, nice shirt, Shannon.
Thank you, Rob.
There we go. Show that baby off.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen this.
Now, did you order that? Was that special ordered? Or
no? A couple of years ago, my son and I went to 2 or 3 years ago. My son and I went to a comic show in Tennessee, and this guy was selling piles of them. I guess he just kind of was making them out of his garage. Like $15 maybe. 15 or 20
Wow.
bucks. But I picked up 2 or 3 of them. This one and I picked up the Ditko Charlton sci-fi cover you've seen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish
Okay.
I could have got more, but I was wanting to spend money on comics. So, but yeah, that's where I got it at.
Cool beans. Cool beans. And the Jackson Roy Kirk. He says, that's what 2 times is for. All right.
He's talking about the size, I think, 2X.
Oh, no. 2X. Okay. All right. Oh, my. I wasn't even thinking that.
It's only XL, not 2XL or anything like that. So I'm trying to keep it manageable.
Oh, man. Oh. All right. Comic Book G-Man says, love that shirt with a big thumbs up and a fist bump.
Good, sir. And Dr. V likes the shirt. That is a nice shirt, bud. Yes.
And Eric Breen says, that guy with the shirts has done the Cincy show several times.
Awesome. Yeah.
Cool. Mark
Mark
Siniard, go right ahead.
Shannon, do you wear that shirt with a tuxedo jacket? Every chance I get, buddy. And a fedora.
And the Jackson Roy Kirk says, no, the speed on the videos. Uh-oh. We're in trouble already. Sorry about that, Jackson. That's my bad, because I wasn't exactly sure. Sometimes when I'm not paying attention, I don't get it quite right. Sorry about that. I think that catches us up. You know, I don't have I do have a little bit of a special. All I got is, hold on. It's VL's Farm.
Hey, as long as we're promoting something, right?
It's a local farm here. It's in my old my hometown, and I grew up with the fellow who runs the farm.
Awesome.
Andy. Yeah. So we were buds. We hung out. He was one of the baseball gang. We used to play baseball up the end of the street. So yeah, it's funny. They were selling t-shirts. I got to get me an Andy t-shirt, man. Best sweet corn in the area.
Cool.
Oh. All right. Let's see. Oh, I think somebody else snuck in there. Who else snuck in there? I think Jackson Roy Kirk saying, I'll say nothing about anyone's clothing size. I'm with you there.
Yeah, and you got to think. I mean, a lot of these people we have not seen. We have not seen their face or anything. So,
Oh no, I believe me, I am not going to say anything about anybody's clothing size either,
except maybe Eric's.
You knew there was a shot coming. Ooh, right to the labanza.
Yeah, those puppeteers got to give each other the shot, something.
And Michael Taylor says, Shannon, in the lyrics, Rod Stewart, you wear it well.
Thank you, kind sir. I appreciate that.
Awesome. All right, well, that catches us up with the Peanut Gallery, and they're roaring today. You can tell they're ready to go. How about you, sir? You ready to show some comics?
Yeah, we like I say, I just kind of left me. So what we were going to do, and I guess it's a little bit of everything. I got a few things where we're continuing the house ad motif.
Sure.
So we'll just show some of that stuff or whatever you want to show, man. We're just here to have fun and hang out. Right?
That's it. Whatever you show, we're gonna love.
Okay.
Hold on, we'll put you right on the spotlight. There we go.
In real life, watch out. Okay, this is just a little continuation of stuff I was showing last week. I printed some of my favorite house ads out, and I was trying to get the comics that they pertain to and all that. But this was, let me show you here. This animal show came out of this book, Adventure 437, the Great Spectre run.
Oh, yes.
But at the end of that story, well, actually, I'm just going to show the thumb through this because there's great house ads and great ads galore. I mean, we got We got Daisy BB guns. And this was kind of an odd thing on this story. The art was by Ernie Chan and Jim Aparo. So very cool there. All right. And here we have some more house ads. Didn't get to pull these out, but this is a great one. This is right when I started getting into being a comic fanatic. Right here, look at that.
100-page spectaculars, baby.
I was fortunate enough to acquire those. Here we go. The Weeder ad. The infamous Dave Draper. You know, this guy actually, he guest starred on Beverly Hillbillies one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm a bodybuilder. Says, oh, you must be swole up, son. You got an infection. Oh, here we got some NPC, the Strange Change toys. You remember these?
Nope, I never got any of those.
I never had any, but I remember seeing them on the shelves. Like you change from a vampire to a skeleton, and a mummy to an even worse mummy.
Oh,
and then you had the dinosaur stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I remember the Aurora monster scene ones, the ones that had like the torture scenes, and they had a Vampirella one and stuff like. I remember those.
Here's the backup feature. In this one is Aquaman by Paul Levitz and Mike Grell. This was like his second or third job for DC, I think. Mike Grell.
Cool.
I always liked his Aquaman. A little bit different from Jim Aparo, but still good.
His style would fit Aquaman because his characters were always sleek and
There's some more house ads for the Treasuries, famous first editions. $1.50. Man, if only today, right?
Right.
Oh, and you remember the Corgi cars?
Yes. Absolutely. My favorite was always the Corgi Batmobile.
Right. Yep. And here we have another great ad. It's advertising the second issue of Amazing World of DC Comics. There's Carrie Bates down there with Batman. And then you got the subscription form. I think this is, I know they had more books in this, but I guess they're just giving you a special deal on these. That's always cool. Yeah, that was the only time I ordered issue number 5 of Amazing World of DC when I was a kid. And I was like, man, so I'd love to have one, but that's $1.50. I could get 6 comics with that. So it was always a hard choice, right? Here's the ad I wanted to get to. Starting next issue, 7 soldiers of victory in the land of magic.
Yeah.
So we've got a blow up of that. Mike Grell. I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I said, man, after I saw that, I said, man, he would be great at just doing a 7 soldiers victory. I just kind of wonder how many commission requests he's got for that.
You need that on a t-shirt too.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we're going to show the first chapter of that. It's in the back of Adventure 438. And what this was a script that they'd had laying around since the 40s, but it hadn't been illustrated. And the guy that wrote it was called Joe Samachson. Don't know how to pronounce the name. But, you remember how the old All-Star Comics was, and it was the same thing in leading comics with the 7 soldiers. They would all meet up, then they would go split up and have all their adventures and then come back together, So the first chapter, and this had never been drawn before the 70s, is by Dick Dillon and the O-Tex himself, Tex Blaisdell. Land of Magic.
Wow.
I always loved Dick Dillon's stuff. Justice League, World's Finest.
Yep.
Black Hawk. We've talked about Dick Dillon. And it's a great art job on this. Maybe a little bit racially insensitive there on Wing, but, great art. And the little character's name is Willie Wisher. And I'm probably going to go over this backup series on my own channel. But after they split up, the first chapter is Shining Knight. And this is art by Howard Chaykin and editor Joe Orlando.
Oh.
We got the Shiny Knight in chapter 2. And chapter 3 is in 439, more Spectre greatness.
Yeah. That was such a great run.
Yeah. Oh, here we got another great house ad. Most spectacular tales from the Bible and All-Star 3.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite treasures. Well, All-Star 3 is right up there in the top 2 also. Oh, here's a great house ad. You got to love the 70s. Yeah. Didn't last long. I think Joker lasted 9 issues. Justice Incorporated lasted 4. Claw lasted, about 12? And Ghost Castle was 2 issues. And we're advertising more stuff. Beowulf and Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter. But chapter 3 is Green Arrow and Speedy by artist Lee Elias, who did a lot of great Silver Age stuff. So there you have Green Arrow and Speedy by Lee Elias. And next chapter, Adventure 440. I wouldn't want to be the guys in the car. And here's more treasury goodness.
Yeah.
I loved I loved all those, but okay. And here's another great house ad.
Oh,
remember that one? All the fantasy and adventure characters. It's Stalker, Beowulf, Kong, Thor. And the 4th chapter has got Crimson Avenger and Wing, and this has got art by Mike Grell. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And next switches over to Aquaman. So, Jim Aparo on Aquaman and Spectre, you can't go wrong either way. Let's see. And hey, remember those Hostess Twinkie ads?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can hear Eric Breen saying you get a great, delicious bite, or you get a something. I can't remember the tagline. And every bite, I can hear Eric saying it.
Here's a cool house ad for a book that never came out. King Arthur, Knights of the Round Table.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've seen some pages of this online, some of the original art. Nestor Redondo, man. Beautiful stuff. Can you imagine that coming out? Jerry Conway, Nestor Redondo.
Now, did you ever hear why it didn't come out?
It was it might have been one of those things connected to the implosion. I'm not sure.
Right. That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Okay, chapter 5, we got the Star Spangled Kid and Stripesy and Ernie Chua doing the art, or Ernie Chan, kind of doing it in a cartoony style.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. Just a fun little story. Okay, here we go. Another house ad. Man Bat.
Man Bat, yeah.
That run went way too long. What was it, 2 issues?
Yeah.
Hey, Steve Ditko and Al, who was it? Was it Al Milgram doing the inks? Yeah. Okay. You got a couple more chapters. Adventure 442. I always love this logo up here in the trade dress. This is awesome. Jim Aparo on the cover. And here we go. We got more toys. Heroes in action. And here's Aquaman riding on a rocket. Okay, enough said there. I know the innuendo is going to be flying after that one. Some more great house ads for all the stuff Superman and Batman were starring in. And I was picking up every one of those titles religiously. Yep. Oh, here's more treasury goodness. Look at this. Super Friends and Dick Tracy. Yeah. 2 Sacco specials.
I always wanted that Super Friends one seeing that ad. I wanted that Super Friends one.
Yeah, I think Maranya was talking about that a few weeks ago, and I had like a beat up, ratty copy. I was like, I'm gonna have to upgrade that one day. I already had. It's on the shelf. And here we go, some more of those Saturday morning previews. How about
Oh,
that?
yes.
I think this is this is Neil Adams artwork on this. Check this out.
Oh, yeah. I see
Yeah,
Shazam and Isis there.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell that's Neil Adams. We got Scooby Doo and Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner, Shazam, ISIS, Far Out Space Nuts. I think that starred Bob Denver, if I remember right.
Yes. Yeah. And I believe Forrest Tucker, I think, was the other guy,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah. Now Forrest Tucker was in the Ghostbusters there.
Oh,
With
that no,
Larry
yeah.
Ford.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Larry Storch, because it was
Valley,
a reunion of F Troop guys.
Valley of the Dinosaurs. Got Fat Albert Cosby. He's one of the absolute favorites. Hey, look, Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. CBS Children's
Kukla,
stuff.
Fran, and Ollie. Wow.
Man, that's been a while, huh?
Yeah.
Treasury goodness.
Oh, that's just great stuff.
And here's a good ad for the Buyer's Guide for Comic Fandom. Very cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Subscribe for only $5. It was always the price back then. How many comics could you buy for that?
Yes. Yeah, that internal struggle.
Yeah. And here we go. Chapter 6 with art by, get this, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez and Mike Royer on the art on Vigilante.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Love Vigilante.
Yes, sirree.
Okay. We're getting to the last chapter here. Adventure 443 with Aquaman. And remember the shrunken head apple sculptures? With Vincent Price on the box.
I think she was one of our neighbors when I was a kid.
Yeah, she was one of my tutors. And more great toys. Look at this. $6 million man action figure. Didn't he have the blinking eye?
Wasn't that the one you could look through, right? You could look through his eye or something, yeah.
Yeah, there it is right there. See through his bionic eye. And
yeah, there you go,
yeah. We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Yeah.
Oh, two more great ads.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, two of my favorite books from the Bronze Age. Blackhawk came back, and you had a Kubert cover. And, of course, the first appearance of Power Girl and starting All-Star Comics and the JSA back up.
Yep.
Oh, he had some more Kinder toys, the Wild Riders.
Oh, neat. It's like those Evil Knievel ones, remember?
Right, yeah. I had that one, too. There's some more great-looking treasuries.
Wow. I think I had that.
Yeah, I don't have any of the Rudolph ones. Those are kind of hard to find and kind of pricey. But we got some Matchbox cars. It's like looking through a Christmas catalog here. And who could forget Big Jim's pack?
Oh, Big Jim.
Got Warpath, Dr. Steel, the Whip, and Big Jim. Okay, and the last chapter is drawn again by Dick Dillon and Tex Blaisdell. Confrontation. There's a great 2-page.
Wow.
Dick Dillon's one of those guys you just never get. He never gets enough recognition.
No, because if I didn't know what book that was in, I would say it was a Justice League story.
Right. Well, that's it, guys.
Cool stuff, Shannon. Let me get us back on here. There we go. All right. Well, let's see what the Peanut Gallery has to say. Thank you so much, Jackson, for doing that. You don't know how much that helps me, brother. Thank you very much. All right. Take it away, Shannon.
Oh, Dave Draper. Yep. I knew somebody else would know, the bodybuilder. Yep. Ranger Sly's in the house. Good morning, guys. Happy to see you, Ranger.
Good morning, Ranger Sly. Thanks for hanging out with us again.
And Comic Book G-Man says, yes, the ads were some of the best. Too funny. Yeah, absolutely. ECR says, I'm a belly builder. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And Michael Taylor says, cool, strange change ad. Never saw that one. Yeah. Mark Senior says, I'm a bodybuilder. I do a lot of 12-ounce curls. And Hinky Pop Comics. I would love to see the Seven Soldiers of Victory in the Land of Magic. Yeah, I'm gonna be featuring a little bit more in depth later. And Dr. Von Chill says, I splurged on an Amazing Spider-Man 31 for $3, and my mom shook her head. Shortly after, I bought my first copy of Conan 1 from a classmate for $10, and mom said I lost my mind. Precious memories. Wow.
Yeah.
$13, man. You got ripped off.
I hear you, though.
Maranya says Joker had 10 issues. The only way to get the unpublished on the newsstands is in the Joker. Yeah, in the Joker collections where he's goes against the Justice League.
Ah, cool.
Eric says, I remember that house ad. The bottom picture should have been called soon to all be canceled. Yeah, about the truth. And Michael Taylor says, great deals on those great books, Dr. Von Schiller. Yeah. Eric Breen, you get a big delight in every bite.
I told you he would not disappoint.
Dr. Von Schiller, indeed. Jim Aparo was at the peak of his powers in the Spectre and Aquaman runs. Absolutely, John.
Yes, absolutely.
Rob Brown, that King Arthur would have been fantastic. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that shoulda, woulda, coulda, and didn't show up, and you're just like left wondering, how great it would have been. And Michael Taylor says, cool Man Bat house ad. Yeah. To me, everything was cool in those books. I mean, the ads, the stories, the art, And Rob Brown says, yeah, we need more Man Bat. One of my fave DC characters. Yep. Yeah, I like that character. Hey, Rob, there you go. There's your next project, buddy. Man Bat. Eric Breen, these days we can only hope that most DC titles last as long as Man Bat. in most cases, that is true. And Rob Brown is agreeing. And Michael Taylor says, very cool Aquaman splash page. Yep. Comic Book G-Man. Sweet, Shannon. Thanks, sir. Rob Brown. I always love the Saturday morning ads. Oh, yeah. Hey, Saturday morning is what it's all about, guys. That's why we're here. And Eric says, one of these guys forgot something they already had. Shocked. I am. Talking about the Super Friends book.
Yeah.
Ranger Sly says, it's astounding how many new, sadly short-lived series DC was canceling at that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ron is, I had that Super Friends One Giant back in the day. Great stuff with the best sidekick team of Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog. Absolutely.
We were starving by the time the Super Friends came on, because they canceled all the superhero cartoons, and they were gone in '69 by '69 because of the parent-teacher uprising, saying they were too violent and all that stuff. So all the Hanna-Barbera superheroes and stuff were gone. So from 69, 70, what was it, 71, 72, they started with the Super Friends. And man, I was starving.
It was between 72 and 74. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I was starving for some superhero Saturday mornings. The only good thing that came out of '69 was Scooby-Doo. Really loved the Scooby-Doo stuff. And when you saw the Scooby-Doo movies they were making Scooby-Doo movies and they're going to have guest star. And when they said Batman and Robin were going to guest star, I remember, oh, yes, I get to see Batman again. So
yeah. Now you got Scooby-Doo teaming with every character in the DC universe.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. And Jackson says, I got all my news from the CBS In the News.
In the News.
I remember that.
Remember the other show they used to do? It was a historical one. It's like, you are there. And
Yeah.
it would take you back to a historic point in time.
Oh, yeah. And Dr. Valencello is talking to Michael Taylor. Those purchases were circa 74 and 75. The Conan one was a very nice copy, kind of a fine, very fine. And ASM 31 was newsstand fresh. John, I'll give you $15 for that Conan. Ranger says, loved in the news as well, Jackson Roy Kirk. And Michael's cool $6 million man ad. I had that. Oh, cool.
Oh,
I never
wow.
had it, but I wanted it. Yeah.
Yeah, I never got it either. Wow, that's awesome, though.
Comic Book G-Man says, Vincent Price, $6 million man. Thumbs up. Fist bump. Absolutely. And Rob says, yeah, I was going to say my $6 million man action figure had an eye you could look through. Of course, you have to make your own sound effects. Dr. Moncho, oh, yes, when the Black Hawk Squad adopted the disco outfits. Hey, don't tell me you love it, John. Ron says, that lifting arm for the $6 million man action figure had its own sound effect. Nothing like the show, of course.
Yeah.
Ranger Slide, Big Jim's pack was so cool. Yes, it was. Michael tells us a great story, Dr. Voncello. Is it? Absolutely. And great books and ads, Shannon. Thank you, sir. And Maranya to Ranger. Some of the action figure accessories, especially animals and character concepts for Big Jim, were reimagined, recycled into the He-Man line, both from Mattel. I just read that the other day. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And more from Ranger. I wasn't aware of that whole unpublished Seven Soldiers thing. Thanks for showing them, Shannon. Hey, absolutely my pleasure. One of my favorites.
Seven Soldiers, man.
Oh, Maranya is talking about food. Here we go. Time for the second Saturday morning tradition, shrimp and cheesy grits.
There we go.
Still haven't got to try it.
It ain't a Saturday morning without the shrimp and cheesy grits.
And Snuffles. Great ads and books, Shannon. Thank you, sir. And Dr. Von Chill says, I'm making Kung Pao chicken for lunch today with some wicked Thai chilies, not for the faint of heart. Doesn't sound like it.
Wow.
You set itself on fire. And Ron, yeah, I could use some of those chilies, John, to unblock my stuffed nose. That or wasabi.
Wasabi, yeah.
And Maranya says, I remember this one Saturday show on CBS, sort of a kid's version of 60 Minutes. One show stuck with me. They showed someone getting their nose fixed. They were awake during it. Hard nope for me.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa, no.
I could be cutting on my face and be awake.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, thank you.
And Dr. Von Chill says, indeed, the Steve Austin lifting arm sounded like a ratchet. Now I want one for sure. And Michael Toe says, I think In the News came on after the Shazam ISIS Power Hour. Yep. And Maranya says, the main items from the Big Jim line to He-Man were the Tiger, the Hawk, and an early version of Trapjaw. Great stuff. Rob Brown, oh man, love wasabi on sushi. Yum. Jackson Roy Kirk says there will be something else at Dr. V's house later that will be a blazer.
Oh, man. All right, Nat catches us up with the peanut gallery. All righty. Let's see here. Yes. All right. Well, we got a few things to show, so we'll get to it. Let's see here. I'm going to start off with some old Brave and the Bold here. This is number 40 of Brave and the Bold with the main story in it was Cave Carson Adventures Inside Earth from back in the day. And open this up. Yeah. I always like the ads that they used to do inside the covers.
Oh, yeah. Man, I hadn't seen that one forever. That's awesome.
Just neat stuff.
Hey, and every DC comic was approved by the CCA.
That's it. And there's one for Captain Strange Life, the toy soldiers. I'm sure he's probably got one of those kits.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Oh, and on the back there, he's got the Revolutionary War soldiers, so he probably has that one.
Yeah,
It's
I'd
cool.
love to see him do a video showing all that stuff. He probably has shown it some, but
It's incredible, isn't it, that he still that he either found some or he still has ones from his childhood.
right.
That's amazing to me. There we go. Little Superman annual.
Oh wow. I don't think I've ever seen the cover to that one. That's awesome. Number 4, huh?
Yes, sir, bub. And let's see what else we got in here. I don't think they listed who did the artwork in here. Let's see. And I would do a little science. What's wrong? Science says you're wrong if you believe that. And then we have
Oh yeah.
pad.
Look at that.
So a little Black Hawk and the challenges of the unknown.
Gotta love that.
Just take you right back. There's another thing where it says, let science serve you. Not only could you enjoy a story, but you could learn something too.
Yeah, it's funny, all that stuff. I mean, when I have comics like that, I'll read I read the story and I didn't pay attention to that. And then later, when I became a quote unquote serious collector, I'd go back and read all of it. Oh, that was cool.
I did the same. Here we go with another giant Batman.
Oh wow.
80 pages. You can't beat it with a stick. No, sir.
Yeah, somebody likes those old DC Giants. They need to go to After Comics channel. He did like a whole video, like showing all those numbered giants like that.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. And we got a little, what is that? Peter Pup Tent Explorer. I think that was the last ad in there, I think. But I'll just show the splash page. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that Joe Kubert did Cave Carson. Why didn't I know that?
Did he do that? Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, sign right there. Yeah. Wow. I did not know that. And I looked at it.
There goes more money out of my wallet.
My job here is done. All right. Then next, we're going to stick with Brave and the Bold. I grabbed a couple of Brave and the Bolds to go through some ads. This is number 52, and it stars the 3 battle stars.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that cover either.
Which is pretty neat because most of the time, as we all know, they were team ups after 50, after issue 50. But this had like three people teaming up in it. So that was pretty unique at the time. Suicide mission. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's see what we got in this one. We got some more. We got some Roman soldiers.
Oh wow.
It's still weird. You look and you see we're up here, $1.98, and it's just like, can you get anything for $1.98 today?
Yeah, if you wanted that now, you'd have to go to eBay and it'd be a decimal point and 2 zeros after it.
Yeah. Maybe the dollar store you can but now $1.25 store.
Right. Oh wow. I always loved the planes.
What else we got? We got Mademoiselle in there. Oh, Sergeant Rock's Battle Corner, combat corner, and then we got the ad.
Oh, some more subscription ads. Only 10 cents per issue. Oh, to have a wad of cash in a time machine, right?
Oh man, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Have the greatest collection ever. Star Sergeant Rock.
Oh wow, yeah.
Big War Annual. His first Big War Annual.
Louder than the 4th of July.
And then, yes, sir.
Here we
The
go.
Metal
Metal
Man.
Man.
More startling than tomorrow's science fiction are the Metal Men.
What issue on that? Can you see what issue that is?
I cannot. It looks to be a single digit. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it with the magic eye here. I'm not sure. It looks like 6, maybe.
Okay, cool.
It's the Gas Gang. Very deadly group of killer robots. The Gas Gang.
I remember reading that reprint. That's why it looked familiar to me. Yeah. You got all the Metal Men run, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah. That was one of the first books I can remember. Not that issue. I think it was like issue 13. It was with Chemo that my uncle used to have a stack of comics up in his house when he was probably, I don't know, 16, 17. He had a stack of comics on like a, I don't know, it's one of those chairs that you can use also as a step stool to get up into cupboards or something. And he used to keep them on there. And I remember I wanted that comic. I wanted that comic. You know, I did not get it. He would not give it to me. But I got one, doggone it.
There you go. Oh yeah. More war greatness.
Yeah. The very best in comics reading. And 100 toy soldiers.
You got that at the $1.25 store, huh?
Hey, there you go. I think that might be the last one, but we got this ad here for amazing book about prehistoric animals.
My grandkids would be all over that.
Yeah. I mean, when we were kids, we had the fascination with dinosaurs, and of course, Godzilla fed right into that. You know. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got another Brave and the Bold is the next month, number 53 with Adam and Flash.
Oh yeah.
So we'll open this one up here and see what it yields. All righty. We'll start right in the back. A different ad for those 100 soldiers for $1.25. And there's a little muscular ad thing there too. You, He-Man.
A new athletic, muscular He-Man.
And we got. Oh, hold on. Somehow I got something up on my screen. There we go. We got Blast Off.
Oh wow.
And then subscription ads.
That's cool.
$10 issues of Brave and the Bold for $1.
That makes my heart hurt.
I know. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Flash versus the Top. Or is it the Top? No.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
Is it?
If I'm not mistaken. I can't see. It looks like it might be, but it says Max Missile, Man Missile. Menace of the Man Missile. So maybe it isn't.
Yeah, no innuendo there at all. Oh yeah, House of Mystery and Rip Hunter.
Rip Hunter. You don't see too many ads for Rip Hunter. Pretty cool. And let's see what else we got. I just like that picture. Adam jumping through like molecules. Come on now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's classic stuff.
This is neat.
Say who did the art?
Let's see. Story by Bob Haney, of course, and art by Alex Toth.
Alex Toth, yeah, I thought that looked familiar. Oh. That's a reason to buy it right there. Anything with Haney and Toth.
Look at that. The ad. Is that I think that's the first. Yeah, I think that's Hawkman #1 too.
Yeah, that's one for Higgy right there, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
And then we got a magic genie little cartoon that they put in there.
I was curious about who did the art on those. It never showed it, did it?
What does it say right there? It's really tiny. Henry Boltonoff.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, geez. I just happened to glance over and the guy in the thing. For a second there, I thought we were this guy right here. I thought he was flipping that guy off. It was just a quick glance. I'm like, hey, wait, how did that get by? Wait a minute. That's not. No.
Yeah.
And we got.
It wasn't Kazar. DC did it first.
That's right. It wasn't Kazar, maybe. And we go a little Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
Oh, love Doom Patrol.
Nice.
I think that's it for this one. And inside the cover, we've got the Golden Rule.
Oh, yeah. Bob Hope.
Something. Yeah. Oh, Bob.
What issue was it where it stopped being My Greatest Adventure and the Doom Patrol started? You remember what issue that was?
Oh. Was it 86? I think it was right around, it was like 86.
I'm not sure.
I'd have to look.
Yeah, I think 86 or 87 was like the first Doom Patrol appearance, but I'm just wondering when they changed the title.
I think it was like 6 issues after they appeared.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I think, but my memory ain't what it used to be. All right, now we're gonna put up a little flash here. There we go. This is Flash 109 with nice. Mirror Master. And on the back, we got the ad for 150 Civil War soldiers for only under $1.50. It's got like a little emblems down there. Jeez.
Yeah, I always wondered who did most of the art on it, and I know it was some comic book artists, and I read a while back, but I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was Dick Ayers or John Severin, somebody, or some of those guys did the art.
Let's see here. Oh. Well, we got one of those Pacific Palisades.
Oh, yeah.
Ads.
The Tilt-A-Whirl. I always loved that ride when I was a kid.
Tilt-A-Whirl? Yes. This one here doesn't have hardly any. Nope. Wow. This one here didn't have any regular house ads.
Oh, no. I'd write a letter of complaint to the editor.
That's it. I'm gonna see if I can write to Henry Boltonoff and see if he's got any pull with him. All right, we got one more Flash, and I got a couple of Marvels. This is Flash 149.
Oh, yeah.
And it's on the back. Yeah.
Oh, those are early Aurora models.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool. Very cool. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's the new Superman hobby kit. Oh, and G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe was the man.
Oh, wow. As seen on your TV screen.
That's it. G.I. Joe, fighting men from head to toe. Don't you remember those ads?
Yeah, I do now.
Sure, I can remember a toy jingle from the mid 60s, but I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. Electric engine.
That looks like those ones that was included in the erector sets. I had an erector set when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's
Speaking of G.I. Joe.
Wow.
From Showcase. I think he appeared twice. There were 2 back-to-back issues, of Showcase, because I believe they're still on my want list. So
nice.
I'll have to get back to hunting those down.
Yeah.
Who doesn't remember Silly Putty?
Oh, there we go. Silly Putty and the Sunday Funnies.
There you go. It was so great. Look, it can copy funnies.
Right. I did that on a couple of my comic books. I was like, oh, it takes the color off. I'm not going to do this anymore.
There's Cap's Hobby Corner.
There we go.
And what is that ad for? What is that? Monogram car model kits, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
Cool beans. And Flash Page. And Rocky and Bullwinkle shilling for Cheerios.
There we go. Hey, Rocky, you want to see me pull a rabbit out of my hat?
Nothing up my sleeve. Pesto. Oh, must be wrong size. If you ever go back and watch Bullwinkle and Rocky cartoons, they're one of those ones that work on 2 levels.
Right.
It's one level for little kids, and then one level works for the adults. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was a great one. Yeah, about like the Looney Tunes. A lot of Looney Tunes I didn't understand, but they were hilarious. And then years later, oh, I see what they were getting at.
Yep.
I'll tell you the one that I always thought I thought all of them were great, but the one where Yosemite Sam went to watch Fearless Freak, the high diver, and he made Bugs Bunny kept wanting to jump off the diving board, the high dive. He's like, I come to see a high diving acting, I'm a gonna. And then he builds a door, and he's like knocking on the door, and he says, open up that door. And he looks at the camera and says, did you notice I didn't say Richard? And I was like, what the devil does that mean? And I found out it was from some movie,
Oh, man. Great stuff. Here we go with the subscription page for the Flash.
Oh, yeah.
Be the first in your neighborhood to read each issue of the Flash. I want to call them episodes. TV on the mind.
Oh, man. You got me seriously geeking out today.
Hey, we got a little ad for Lucky Charms. Oh, they're magically delicious.
Oh.
And then we got over here, what do we got? We got an ad for, my man Metamorpho.
Oh, one of our favorites here, yeah.
Love it. The bravest, the boldest, the most bizarre hero of all time. Great stuff. Oh, man. And then inside the cover, we've got Children of Tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Celebrating United Nations Day.
That's
October
awesome.
24th.
So you get started on this stuff. You look at the house ads. And say, okay, well, I'm going to get that book. And then you get that book, and there are more house ads. And you got to get that book. and there's more house ads. You know?
It is, right? It is a wicked rabbit hole.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna do a couple of Avengers, and then we'll get back to the peanut gallery, because I can see that thing moving as I'm sitting here showing. Geez, I see it moving up, and I'm like, wow, they're really chatting today.
They're piling up.
That's it. We got Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see what we got in here. I just look at that.
Oh, wow.
Next issue, the Avengers feature Submariner. And then you got remember all those little ads?
Oh, yeah. The poems and get all the stuff for free.
Stamp bargains, song ideas.
Wow.
Oh. Live seahorses.
There we go.
Oh, if I could get my camera to cooperate. Adorable pet hamsters. And a darling pet monkey.
Yeah. Don't worry. He won't throw his poo at you.
Yeah. Look, boys wanted to sell grit.
I did do that. I sold grit for a couple of weeks.
I wonder if that grit was cheesy. So that would make it a cheesy
Yeah,
grit.
there might have been some shrimp in it too. I'm not sure.
There's a nice Marvel ad. Now on sale. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commando.
Another Marvel masterpiece.
Lord,
when they would advertise stuff like it, another Marvel masterpiece, another daring DC spectacular, it was like, well, you look at it now, yeah, they all were masterpieces.
Absolutely. There we go. Hypnocoin. New pocket-sized invention helps hypnotize in minutes. And who doesn't want a new accordion? Play me some polka music. Come on.
I've heard some jokes about that. I was like, well, I was worried about my accordion getting stolen, and went back and somebody threw another accordion in there.
Just show some of the artwork from the classic.
Mr.
Iron Man. There we go. We'll show this for Maranya. Iron Man going up against old J Jaws. And let's see here. Another full page house ad. Come on. There we go.
Oh, yeah. The Return of the Vulture.
Early on in old Marvel's history. Great stuff, man. Lightning Jiu-Jitsu. This crazy stuff.
Wow.
And then inside the front cover was more muscle ads. An all-male He-Man.
Don't you puff your chest out at me, boy.
And the splash page. Back when Hulk was still getting along with the Avengers there.
Yeah.
And wearing those purple diapers. I don't know. I don't know. Thank goodness they changed out of that.
Yeah, weren't a whole lot of big and tall shops in those days.
No. Oh, let's see. All right, one more, and then we'll move on. We'll jump ahead a little bit, couple of months in the Avengers, and we'll see what this one brings. This is number 5, so we're a couple of 3 months down the road. Oh, but did I somehow hit one? There we go. All right. Inside We got earn big money. Learn electrical appliance repair. Send for our new 32-page catalog.
I never had time for that. I just take all my stuff to Emmett's Fix-It shop.
There you go. I pretty much did the same. Did the same. Ah, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There might be some significance to one or two of those.
Yeah. It might have hung around.
Yeah.
And they're still hawking those accordions, man. I'm telling you. A much maligned musical taste.
Right. Yeah, I've heard more bass player jokes than I ever want to hear in my lifetime.
another muscle ad. They must have figured their come on now. They must have figured their audience was, 95-pound weaklings.
Yep, that was pretty much the truth.
Shh! Don't give away the secret. Oh, was that it? No more house ads in there? Oh, bummer. But we'll show the splash page.
Oh,
I like Giant Man.
nice.
So, all right, there we go. I gotta make sure I have no tape exposed. That would not be good. All right, here we go. Let's get us back together on here. All right. And I gotta find out where I left off here. Because I hit the mouse and it went away. Doggone it. Let's see. Wow, did it really go that far? Holy mackerel, we got a lot of them. There we go. Thank you, Jackson. It bailed me out again. Michael Taylor says, I had that Big Jim camper. I loved it. The Big Jim. Yeah, he was like the next generation of like G.I. Joe without the soldier part of it.
Right.
Rob Brown says, Cave Carson, why have I never seen that comic before now? I do not know, but they have a few issues in the 30s and 40s of the Brave and the Bold. I think it was only in there like 4 times or something like that. So they're there. Dr. Von Chilla says, I always had a strange attraction to the Cave Carson books, although I never went down that rabbit hole. Come on, John, you know you want to come down. Come down.
Well, when you showed that up, I wrote down that issue number.
Hippies Collectibles, Tom, great to have you with us this morning, sir. Thanks for stopping by. He says,
Hey,
greetings
Tom.
and salutations.
I like the picture.
Dr. Von Chilla says, howdy, Tom. And Mark Sinard says, greetings, Hippie. And Hippie says, hiya, John. And Lady M says, my brother had the G.I. Joe headquarters that folded out from a cube design. Ironically, except for some of the deco, it was identical in design to the Barbie dream house of that era. No.
Who knew, right?
Oh, secretly he was living in Barbie's dream house. Hippies Collectible says, hiya, Mark. Higgy is Higgy. I am Hippie. Hello. We got Higgy and Hippie. Ranger Sly says, I adore Cave Carson. Don't ask me why. I just do. Hey, no judgment here. We all love him. I managed to assemble all his Silver Age appearances in Brave and the Bold and Showcase. Oh, wow. The Showcase ones are.
Congrats, man. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome, sir. And Mark Siniard says, greetings, Hippie. And Hippie is still laughing. Easy Comic Reader says most of our action figures were from garage sales, half naked and chewed appendages. Po folk memories.
That's exactly it.
Oh, po folk memories.
Half naked and
Oh,
skewed appendages. That's a keeper right there.
oh yeah, man. If I had a dime for every time my dog got a hold of the G.I. Joe and chewed up an arm, oh my gosh. Lady M says, funny thing after seeing Rima appear on the fossils here, Ingleteen's been offering a copy of Rima on his auctions. Someone needs to snap it up for a good price. I think it's $5 at most. I think I saw that the other night too. I only need like 3. I think I need 3 to complete that. But I had the one that he was selling. So
Yeah, great run.
but I tell you what, those auctions, Ingleteen's auctions, he's had a couple of really, really nice auctions where he's had some really big books on there. You could really get some good deals on there. I'm talking early Silver Age, late Golden Age with like Detective Comics and Batman books. So if anybody really looking for a good deal in it, definitely check out his auctions. Really, I'm not kidding you, man, because he had on, and I missed it. I almost pulled the trigger, but he had on, I think it's either the second or third appearance of Flash in Showcase, and it was for a buck and it was for 150. I kick myself for not pulling the trigger on that because that's one I would love to have gotten, and I just couldn't pull the trigger at the time. I didn't have the money, and I believe he said he was going to put it on eBay, and when he puts them on eBay, he puts them for a little higher price because you can probably get it off of eBay, So I missed out on it. So, but again, if you see it and you want it, get it. Mark Siniard says, sorry, hippie, autocorrect. Oh, I hate autocorrect. Hippies collectibles, no problemo, Mark. Dr. Von Chile says, stop where you are, Rodney. I just told you I never gone down that rabbit hole. Oh. Jackson Roy Kirk says, I finished with Rima earlier this year. Finished collecting the comics, I mean. Yes, thank you for being clear about this. Yes. Hippies collectibles, these rabbit holes are getting deeper and deeper. Yes, they are. Oh my gosh. There are so many in this hobby. There are so many rabbit holes you could go down to, man.
Oh yeah.
And they're all fun. They're all fun. Josh B says, laugh out loud. I mailed away for the soldiers in 1980s. It never came. Laughing out loud.
Company probably closed down.
Somebody at that address now gets this thing. What? Somebody wants a subscription to what? No, I mean, wants some army men? What? Captain Strangelove. Hey, Captain. Hey, Hans. Great to have you.
Good morning, Hans. Happy to see you.
Awesome. Thanks again for spending your Saturday with us. He says, hello, all you old and younger peanuts. Overslept again. Just the Russ Heath Revolutionary Soldiers. Yes,
Russ Heath, yeah.
Them.
Yeah.
I still have them from my childhood, but had to complete them by finding about 11 pieces. Still, that you have any left from your childhood is amazing.
I love that. I love that fact. Yeah, Russ Heath did a lot of those. I was trying to think of who did it, and I was all around it, but not on it.
Incredible stuff, Hans. Incredible stuff, man. Lady M says, sure, Jackson, sure. And you only watch Jambo's videos and appearances on 4-Color Fossils to see his comic books, not Betty or Sonia. Wonder what she's trying to say.
Getting told on there.
Wow, it's heating up. Dr. Monchilla says, howdy, Hans. Oh, Hans, I keep on saying it. Hippies Collectibles. Hiya, Hans. I'm with you. Just got up about 10 minutes ago. That's all right. Saturday mornings are meant for sleeping in.
That's right.
We'll be here when you wake up. Guys. Mark Sidney, I said, morning, Hans. And Jackson Roykirk says, who and who, Maranya? And Maranya says, good morning to you, Hans. You can catch what you missed on the replay. Yes, sir. And Snuffles McGraw says, hello, Captain. Lady M says, wait a minute. Who are you and what have you done with the real Jackson Roy Kirk? Michael Taylor says, yeah, the letters pages were great as well. Yes. I got to admit, I never read, very rarely did I take the time to read letters because I wanted to get to the action. I wanted to get to the comics. So I was a kind of a letter page snob. My name is Rod and I'm a letter page snob. I didn't
got into
read
them a little bit later, yeah, and I started reading all of them. And I was like, okay, these guys kind of know their stuff, and a lot of the ones you would see in the letter columns would turn out to be professionals a few years later, you know. So that was kind of cool.
That's where it got interesting to me in like the early 80s when you started hearing that stuff about, hey, I used to write and I got a letter published in this. Well, then I'd go back and hopefully I had the issue and I could look at. That's when I started getting interested in the letters pages. Was seeing those kind of stories.
Yeah, right. I remember this one's for Higgy. I mean, you remember the video he did where he was doing like what the letters meant, the abbreviations, all that. And I kept seeing that thing that said LOC. What is LOC? Said, oh, letter of comment. Okay.
See, I wouldn't have got that one. Letter of comment. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have got that one. Dr. Von Chilla says, Rodney, you must show us your metal man. I'll have to. Now I got to put it all back together again.
Metal man.
I do. I want to get back to a long time ago. I used to do Silver Age Showcase, and it was kind of a double entendre thing on it, and I just got away from doing it, and I really want to.
Aren't you doing it anymore?
What's that?
And why aren't we doing it anymore?
I just got lazy, I think, more than anything else. Just got lazy, and winters came, and it gets cold down here 3/4 of the year. I know. I will do my best, Dr. Von Chiller, to get back to doing those. I do want to do it, and I will make sure Metal Man will be one of the first ones I do. Thank you. And Captain Strange Life says, a mighty hello to everyone. Yes, going to watch the replay too. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Comic Book G-Man Rob says, very cool with the thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Ranger Sly says, Adam and Flash with gorgeous art by the master, Alex Toth. Yes. Love it. Two of my favorite characters, drawn by a cool guy. Gotta love it. Dr. Vonchilla says, you got that right, Ranger Sly. Absolutely. Hippies Collectible says, man missile, and he leaves it there. Thank you. Rob Brown says, great books, Rod. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Rob. Maranya says, when I got my 2010 subscription to Iron Man, on the back of the mailer board, they had the address. Was a subscription form to sucker you in to either new subscribe or resubscribe. It sort of worked. I do not. See, I've never done a subscription. I've never had a subscription to a comic book. So I missed out on that lovely piece of history. Michael Taylor says, cool, Hawkman House Ed. Yeah, that was a cool one because it was the first issue of Hawkman in his solo title. So Dr. Von Chilla says, yeah, there you go, Higgy. Full page Hawkman #1 ad. Wowie, he says with the stars in his eyes. Mark Sinyard says, at my age, the wife has to read the comic to see the things. Okie dokie, moving right along now. Let's see. Captain Strangelove says, I have 3 sets of those 100 toy soldiers, including my original, in a barely recognizable beat-up box. I have to show all those sets. I have Task Force, Civil War, the Romans, and more. Those ads are great. Wow. Oh, that's just amazing, Hans.
That's fantastic, man. I would love to see all those.
I mean, when I see something like that, and I think back to the toys that I had as a kid, the Major Matt Masons, the Captain Action, G.I. Joes, Zeroids, those toys, and if they would have survived to this day, what they would have had to gone through at my childhood, because we were rough on toys, man.
Oh
We were
gosh,
rough on toys.
yeah.
So to me, it just boggles my mind that you still have stuff from your childhood. That's awesome, man.
It is great.
Dr. Von Chilla says, I could swear you showed a set of the soldiers a few years ago, Hans.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure he's showing some of them, because otherwise I wouldn't remember to know
Right.
that he had them. So yeah, you are right, Dr. Von Chilla. I'm pretty sure you did show him, Hans. So, but hey, show him again. We'd love it. He said, yes, I did, he says. Michael Taylor says, great Palisades ad. Yeah, always wondered about Palisades Park, because they always had superhero ads. I'm like, I want to go to that place. I bet you it's a superhero theme park.
Right.
Michael Taylor says, I love the Aurora model kit ads. Yeah, they were my favorites. They were my favorite ads, other than the house ads. Captain Strange Life says, Russ Heath did the art for the Roman soldiers and Revolutionary War sets. Thank you, sir. Hippies Collectible says, Silly Putty had a lot of that. Yes, sir. Michael Taylor says, cool G.I. Joe ad. Had the original G.I. Joe dolls in the 70s. Now, nice. Did you have the Kung Fu grip with the hair? The original ones that I had were long before the Kung Fu grip and the hair ones. So I had the ones with that had the scar on his cheek type of thing. Hippies Collectible says, love Fractured Fairy Tales. Again, works on 2 levels. Works on 2 levels.
Yeah, I love that.
Rob, the comic book G-Man, says he's smiling with thumbs up. Yes, sir. Michael Taylor says, loved Silly Putty. Yeah, if you're a kid, you had to love Silly Putty and what you could do with it. Just you could make it into a super ball and bounce it. I remember doing that and breaking one of my mom's little antique things that was up on a shelf. Yeah, we don't want to forget about that. Yeah.
He said with pride.
Yeah. Moving right along. Sorry, Mom. Sorry. Mark Cineard says, I need an Erector set now. Yes. Well, I don't even know. Do they even make Erector sets anymore? I don't know.
No, but I don't think that's what he was talking about.
I was just trying to brush by it. I was just
It's Innuendo Saturday.
Oh, man. I warned everyone when I was a kid not to use the Silly Putty on your comics, but ended up doing it myself in secret. Yeah.
Do as I say and not as I do.
That's great. Dr. Von Chilla says, Fractured Fairy Tales indeed. Loved them. Mike Taylor says, fantastic Avengers house set. Yeah, they were cool, man. Maranya says, Mark Cineard, the average... I think those emojis say it all.
Yeah.
Michael Taylor says, looks like that monkey is holding a lollipop. Well, he was a nice monkey. He was a very well-behaved primate. Josh B says, awesome Sergeant Fury ad. Yeah, great stuff. Michael Taylor, I remember the Hypno coin ad. Yep. That was always in there for a long time, man. Michael Taylor says, cool Iron Man Hulk battle pages. Yes, sir. Love those Avengers issues. Yes, says Mark Cinyard. And Higgy Pop says, I want a new accordion immediately. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Play some polka music, baby. Michael Taylor says, cool Avengers #2 splash page. Thank you, sir. And Maranya says, that version of Iron Man's armor first appeared in Tales of Suspense 40. So that gives a sort of timeline when the Avengers issue occurred. Continuity and character design consistency. Wow. Right. Hey, I'm sure you were the same way, Shin. I always loved continuity. I'm a big continuity guy.
Right. Yeah, you see those little blurbs in there that say, this happened before the events in Batman 220 or whatever,
Yep, I always liked it, and then I don't know, somehow the Marvel and DC got away from their continuity, and now the continuity's been retroed or retconned and changed so much.
Man, I'm mostly a DC kid, but Marvel did a whole lot better job with continuity. You know, so this happened before Submariner this, or Avengers this, or Hulk this, and it was just like, you know, they really kept on top of it. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, they seem to stay with it longer. The continuity, they stayed with it longer than DC did, but it's
Yeah, but
still
DC had Bob Haney, so that was all thrown out the window.
poor Bob Haney, man. I love Bob Haney's
I do too.
Brave and Bold
I'm not.
stories.
Yeah, I love Bob Haney. It's funny.
But yeah, he gets a lot of grief about his stuff with it. Oh my gosh. But hey, Brave and the Bold, Bob Haney, I'll take it every day.
World's finest. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Easy Comic Reader says, Polka Pop. I'm with it. You know, every Sunday morning when my dad would drive me and my brother to Sunday school, there was a radio station that played polka music for an hour, and he used to have that on. And you know, at the time, I can remember thinking, "This is kind of lame, Dad." You know, dude, polka music. I have polka music on my Spotify list now because of that. Because I got to like it. I really like. I give it grief, but I really like polka music, man. Reel out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Captain Strange says, did you guys show those infamous x-ray glasses ad yet? No, I did not. I haven't come across one yet. So many of us kids were so disappointed when we couldn't see through girls' clothes. I'm still disappointed, he says.
Well, no need to ask him what superpower he would like to
have. Michael Taylor says, very cool Daredevil 1 ad. How sad. Yeah, it was neat. It's neat to see that in that time frame, that's when those were coming out. So like Maranya says, it gives you a kind of a time frame of what was going on in comics then for Marvel. Michael Taylor says, great books and ads, Doc. Thank you, sir. Lady Maranya says the red and gold version designed by Steve Ditko was in Tales of Suspense number 48. So another marker as to when Avengers and Iron Man guest appearances occurred in terms of timeline continuity for the armor. Very, very true.
Awesome.
Very true. I love it. Triple P. Plants printed periodicals. Thanks for being with us, Andrew. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Welcome, sir.
He says, greetings and salutations to Rod Shannon and the Peanut Gallery. Thanks for hanging out with us. Peanut Gallery. And Snuffles McGraw says, great stuff, Doc. Glad I didn't send away for any mail order items back then, or my comics would be like Swiss cheese. I hear you. I hear you, Snuffles. Triple P says, whom is this Engeltine you speak of? What platforms are his auctions? He's on YouTube. And Maranya can tell me what I can't remember the actual name of his. He calls them something, not like low budget auctions or something like it's something. I can't remember what he calls them. But if you go, she will give us the information. I know Maranya. She'll be right on top of that. So stand by, Triple P. You'll get that information before too long. So stand by, sir. And Lady M says, look at that. She's the next
She's
one.
On the ball.
The auctions are on I Love Comics, 8 p.m. on Saturday nights. There you go. I knew she would. And I didn't even look ahead. That's cool. Thank you very much, Lady M. Appreciate it. She's right on the ball, man. Michael Taylor says, unfortunately, a little before my time. Yep. Triple P says, thanks, Maranya. Is it on YouTube? Yes. Yeah, that much I do know because I watched them. Watched them last night. Yes, that is the channel name, Triple P. I'm normally there as timekeeper, but I'm taking a rare night off. That is a rare night off. What are they going to do? Who's going to be in charge of the time, Maranya? It's going to be crazy. And Maranya says, were I a Blue Wrench, I'd be dropping links in that chat. Hint, hint, hint. I know. I got to figure out how to do it. I don't know how to do that. I've got to do that. Mastodon Comics and Music. Hey, Mastodon, thanks for stopping by, sir.
Good morning, sir. Glad to see you.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Bless you.
Wow. Sorry about that. Yes, thank you for spending your Saturday morning with us, sir. Appreciate it. Says good morning, folks. Higgy Pop says LOC. That's a new one. Yeah, I
Acronyms.
never
That's
heard
the
that one.
word I was trying to think of.
And good morning. Mastodon says Triple P. Michael Taylor says, I wish I could have saved all my toys. Had a lot of the great toys in the 70s. Yes, Doc. Had the G.I. Joe with the scar. Yeah. Scarface G.I. Joe. Dr. Von Chilla said, Innuendo Saturday? I'm sitting on my hands. Moranya says, G.I. Joe had the scar from the beginning, so that he is the first action figure. Couldn't be mistaken for that wimpy Ken doll. That's it, that wimpy Ken doll. Daggone it. Dr. Von Chilla, oh, wait, my comment about innuendo was not an innuendo.
Oh, wow. You heard it here first, folks.
But good night. Michael Taylor says, Doc, you learned to appreciate polka music later in life. Yes, I did. And I love it. I love polka music. I really do. I'll listen to polka music on there. Dr. Manchilla says, I used to make music with an accordion player. She and we played old-time hymns and songs of praise exclusively. R.I.P. Shirley. Love ya. Well, that's cool, man.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's great.
I marvel at people who can play the accordion because that's one of those instruments that you've got to have a lot of hand-eye coordination to be able to do that. You're pushing buttons and you're squeezing the squeeze box, and and you're gonna sing, and you gotta. I don't know how musicians do it. I really don't. Lady M says, sure it wasn't John. I bet Pauline is giving you the stink eye for that one. Rob Brown says, talking about time frames when things came out, my favorite horror flick is The Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr., which came out in 1941. All my horror movies are gauged by 1941. And Michael Taylor says, Maranya and Eric are regulars on his channel. Yes. All right. I think we got one more, and then you ready to show some more books, Shannon?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of cheat. And
all righty. Hold on. I'll do this last one here.
Exactly.
Lady Maranya says the channel owner can set people as moderators by clicking on the chatter's name in YouTube and setting them as moderators. Okay, I have to work on that, Maranya. If I can get it done this week, you'll have a blue wrench beside your name next week. So, all right, here we go. Shannon, it's all you, brother.
Yeah, this is, like I said, this is cheating a little bit. Not exactly house ads, but and anybody that has these, there were 4 volumes. There was like the volume 1 and 2, which showed like golden age to atomic age stuff, and then there were 2 Marvel volumes. I have this one and the 2 Marvel volumes. I just don't have volume 2 of this part. But this is before the internet, obviously, and so this was like a great resource for people who want to know what the books look like. I don't know, there still might be some of these that you still can't see, but I mean, there's everything in here. Like early adventure comics.
Wow.
New comics. That's got early All-Star. And it would list, what the value was back then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, when did these come out? Let's
see. I'm not exactly.
I'm just curious to know how accurate the prices are now. What they would be now.
Probably not very. I mean? These this one came out in 1989. This is volume 2.
Oh, so it's been around a while.
Yeah, but just all kinds of great. And like there are some spots in this book. Let me see. Oh yeah, here's one where they didn't have access to the cover or a picture of the cover. So you would have a blank, and later on, they had these things where you could add on and put those in there where they found the actual cover to that book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Be like a Marvel stamp.
yeah, right. Just great covers. Cosmo the Cat, Cowboy Love.
I never even heard of those.
Yeah. Cuckoo.
Wow.
Cookie.
Cuckoo. Never heard of that.
Yeah, we got some Daisy and Dale Evans.
Danger.
Yeah, they used to sell these on that Gerber website, where you get the Mylars and everything.
Wow.
I forget where I got mine from different places, but yeah. Just great stuff. Trying to go kind of quick here.
I always wonder, especially about Golden Age comics, you seeing stuff like that. I always wonder how many issues there are of some of those, that are still around today.
Right. Here's a volume. Mine's pretty beat up. Guide to Marvel Comics.
Wow.
And it's got a cool introduction. Stan Lee and Joe McNeely. I guess the RVI stood for Relative Value Index. But, it's got like all the great Silver Age covers from Marvel. So this was basically, house ads for people that didn't have house ads. A lot of great stuff. Got all the Avengers stuff. Yeah. Mine was kind of water damaged, so we got some horror from the 70s. And that's going to do a quick run through of it's got some great house ads in it. I'm sure a lot of you have seen these books.
Oh yeah.
They released these in 3 different volumes too. They had like the Bronze Age version, the Silver Age version, and the Golden Age version. And this is one that covers all of them. So you got the great Superman cover. This thing is a deadly weapon.
Yeah. Look at that. Love that on the spine.
Right. So, like I say, there's all kinds of great stuff in here. Kids reading comics.
Yeah.
Some early detective. Early action.
Scarface Carson.
Okay. And then we're kind of getting into some Silver Age stuff. That old House of Mystery, Strange Adventures. And there's some of the scarce, elusive first series of Phantom Strangers, the 6
Yeah. Great stuff. You don't see them too often.
Yeah. Getting into one of my favorite periods here.
Oh, yes.
Some more sci-fi. Yeah, this is a great book. I actually sat down and read this all the way through, not all in one day, but just so I could look at everything. Here's a rare picture of Kurt Swan. And one of his Superman model sheets.
Oh, neat.
Very cool. This thing is getting heavy, so I'm just going to show a few more. We got some great toys.
Oh, wow.
Look, there's a giant penny.
Oh, that's neat.
Okay. Got a little spotlight on Joe Kubert there.
Nice.
And later on, getting into some Swamp Thing. So let's just, if you're a DC fan, this is a great book to have. Or any of the other volumes that are by themselves. I got those on the bookshelf too. But yeah. Anyway, highly recommend it. I'll turn it over to you, man.
Oh, very cool stuff, man. Very cool. All right, here we go. And thank you once again to Jackson Roy Kirk for bailing me out by putting up that dividing line. Appreciate that. All right, buddy, take it away.
And Josh B. Rob Brown, have you seen Return of the Vampire with Lugosi? I love that cheesy werewolf in that. Good stuff. And Michael Taylor says the photojournals are great. I need to get those. Yep, nice little piece of comic history. Captain Strangelove says, love all you guys, Peanut Gallery and all. Got to go, though. There is another tiny Comic Con at a local library. Yeah, go Hans.
All right, Hans, take care, brother.
Yeah, I just got online last night and ordered a couple tickets for my son and I for a nice comic show up here in Richmond in November. Dr. Von Chilla, Pauline is mercifully quiet today. She's going from window to window. She's never experienced all of them open before. I've got an 11-room house, so I don't expect to see her for a while. Piece of the Mr. Kitty.
That's it.
ECR says, take care, Captain. Absolutely.
Yes. Whoops.
And Hippie said, later, Hans. Michael Taylor says, sounds like tons of fun. Enjoy, Cap. And Dr. VC, take it easy, Hans. Take it twice, Hans. Dr. Von Chill, indeed, the photojournals were coveted books back in the day. Yes, they were. Maranya is talking to Hans. Take care, Hans, and stay safe out there. Absolutely. Snuffles, later, Captain. Have a great day. Maranya says, watch out for Pauline in those windows, John. She may try to escape if your screens aren't secure on them. Dr. Von Chills, yeah, Shannon, I've been wanting to pick up that DC coffee table book for years. Man, you could use that thing for a coffee table. I mean, it is.
I've seen folks have it. I think Eric had it once on a video, and I remember seeing it was huge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go again now that I got it out. Hippie says, Shannon, man, those hardbacks are freaking beautiful. Thanks, sir. Michael Taylor, that 75 Years of DC Comics is a great book. I've been wanting to get that book for the longest time. And Mariah says, Kurt Swan looks kind of either Perry White or Clark Kent. It makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, more Perry White looking there. Dr. Von Chill says, I'm on it, Maranya. I checked each and every screen for safety, and I only opened each window a few inches so she can stretch out on the screens.
There you go.
And Michael Taylor, this is great stuff, Shannon. Thanks, sir. Maranya, good deal, John. I bet she's recharging the batteries in the sun on one of those windowsills.
Yeah.
Dr. Von Chill, the werewolf in Return of the Vampire is awesome. Yeah, that's a cool movie. Fabulous book, Shannon. Thank you, Snuffles. And Dr. Von Chill says, yeah, I just checked on Pauline. She's getting her suntan in the living room. Pauline's fur might go a bit reddish with all the sun. Be forewarned, John, says Lady M.
All right. And that catches us up with the Peanut Gallery. Oh, hold on. This just in.
Josh B. Dr. Von Chilla, definitely. I watch it probably 3 to 4 times a year. Good deal.
All right. That catches us up with the Peanut Gallery. Where we stand for time, we got still 8 minutes to go. All right. Well, I can show a few more. We'll see.
Show us. Show us.
Let's see what we got here. Still got a few more Avengers. So I'll show a couple of Avengers, a couple more Avengers, see what we get for the house ads.
Just making me write down all kinds of stuff here. My little note pads everywhere.
Isn't it great though? As long as we've been, everybody here in the chat and in the peanut gallery, and you and I have been collecting, there's still stuff that we can go, oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, I want that. Yeah, I want to get that. Add that to my collection. It's great when you find something like that. All right, here we go. We're looking at Avengers number 6 right now.
Oh, cool.
And let's see what we got inside. Well, we got this is your typical things that we all remember seeing.
Oh yeah. I really wanted the fishing gear thing because I did a lot of fishing when I was a kid.
And then, oh, look, you can get yourself a go-kart.
Hey.
And then we got some of those little ads down there, the poems and whatnot.
I don't know why, but that reminds me of the Little Rascals episode where they had the go-kart races down the hill. You remember that one?
Oh, I used to watch Little Rascals. There's another one of those big ad pages.
Be a magician.
Camouflage paint.
Right.
It's camouflage paint for 50 cents. There we go. From the U.S. Marine Commandos. Get some of that. Put it on your G.I. Joes. Oh, let's see here. I know there's got to be. Come on, where's the house ad? There we go. Oh, this is a different one. Look at this one.
Oh, that's cool. Never saw
Who
that.
says this isn't the Marvel Age of Comics?
Not me.
Look at all those titles. Wow. Cool. Okay, and then inside the front cover, we got Earn Big Money. Learn electrical appliance repair.
Back to Emmett's Fix-It Shop.
And then there's the splash page for this issue.
Man, Kirby was the master of that.
That's fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right. And I'm going to jump into another one. Are we looking for time? Okay. All right. Come on out. Come on out, please. Thank you. All right. Here we go with Avengers number 8. And inside the back, we got the treasure chest of fun.
There we go. The wrist radio. I remember that one.
That always reminded me of the Dick Tracy cartoons.
Yeah. Got the X-ray specs on this one, though.
Yeah. All right. And let's see. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Come on. There we go.
Oh, just think back then you have all 3 of those for 36 cents.
Eric Breen, Professor, I need help. Who is this fella again right here? I'm not sure. I can't do that. I would blow my larynx right out if I tried to do the way him and Froggy do it. Oh, my gosh. All right, what else we got in here? Oh, here's another one. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's cool stuff. And what's great is, yeah, these were cool when you were a kid and you saw those, but it was doubly cool when you were a collector and you'd buy this and then because there was no internet, there was no way, no catalogs or whatever to show you the covers of the issues. So you would come across it and, oh wow, okay, that X-Men #7. Oh, that's neat. Okay, so now you know that you can look for that one,
Yeah. Even when I was getting all those mail order catalogs, I mean, you would very rarely you would see like a little tiny Xerox black and white of a cover, and you still didn't know what number it was. So that was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Here's another one. This one had 3 of them in it. That's awesome.
Oh wow.
Great stuff. I wish I still had my Fantastic Four one. I got the other 2, but this one here I sold, and it's one of those ones I want to get back. Maybe someday.
Yeah, I'd like to have any of those now.
Then, all right, and we got the splash page for this one featuring Kang the Conqueror, who is hot front and center in the MCU right now, I guess.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? All right. We'll do one more Avengers. And that'll probably almost take us up there if I can get it out. Maybe we won't do it. All right. All right. Here we go. Everybody knows this one.
Oh wow. That's a nice copy too.
And let's see what we got. Oh, look at that right there. Look at that.
Oh, nice. The Enforcers. Whatever happened to those guys?
I don't know. All I can picture is that whenever I would read a story with them in it, that big guy right there.
Yeah.
I'm with you, boss. I am with you. That's all I can picture his voice. You know?
Tell you, what's that little bunny rabbit goat that I saw on TV last week? I will pet him and stroke him and call him George.
Yes, that's it. That is it right there. There we go with the hypno coin again. They're still hawking that hypno coin. Here we go with another full pager.
Fangs of the Fox. Oh, yeah.
What is that? Number 6 of Sergeant Fury and the Howling Commandos, the Fangs of the Fox.
Nice.
Great stuff. That might be the only one. Oh, there we go. We can draw. Draw the first day, even if you can't draw a straight line.
They still sell stuff like that right now. I think I got one of my grandkids one of those.
Remember in the TV Guide, they used to have like the parrot or a pirate?
Yeah.
Can you draw this picture?
Yeah, art instruction schools. You could win like a scholarship or like a complete course. My cousin actually did that, and he won one of the courses.
Really?
Yeah, he's a great artist.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and here's the splash page for this iconic book. Captain America joins the Avengers.
He just come out of the sewer.
Oh, and we are your Saturday morning shoe store, because here's your shoes right here.
Traveling shoe salesman.
Oh, man. All right. Let's get back together again here. We'll go down, see what we got in the chat. How far did I go? Oh. Mercifully quiet. Okay. I can't do it. Almost. Let's see. Okay, I think, where was it? Okay. Pauline's fur might go a bit red. Okay, I think Josh was the last one. I'm not sure.
That was it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Whew. All right. Dr. Von Chilla says, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. Lady M says, every time I see these shows, I discover new rabbit holes to try and complete my classic Iron Man collection. It's a never-ending battle, to be sure. Absolutely. But it's so much fun. It's so much fun.
It is. It's so much fun.
Hey, Damien, Sleepy Rita 666. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Damien. Glad to have you, buddy.
Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. And Hippies Collectible says, good morning, Damien. And Dr. Von Chilla says, howdy, Damien. Sleepy Rita says, greetings, Tom. And he says, greetings, John. And Dr. Von Chilla says, uh-oh, the 90-degree Marvel House Ed turn. I'm getting very excited. Sitting on my hands again. They just bring back memories. They're so nostalgic.
Oh, yeah.
So much fun. Sleepy Rita says, those ads had me dreaming of comics I'd never seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we appreciate Damien joining us because he's on the West Coast, so there's like a 3-hour time difference. And so it's early in the morning for him.
Oh, that's it.
We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Michael Taylor says, great house ads in that Avengers book. Yeah, they were some cool ones. I love them. And Damien says, I salute you for having that comic raw. I have only one slabbed comic, and it's what you would consider a modern comic, and I also have a raw copy of the book that is slabbed. But that is it. That is it. I don't have any slab books. And if people want to slab them, that's fine. I got no problem with them. They want to. You got to collect the way you collect. But I like to just be able to open up a long box and just dig through, man, pull out something to read.
Absolutely.
So yeah, having that raw. Yeah, that's all my books are raw, baby. I don't cook them up. Jackson Roykirk says, got to head out early to help a neighbor with his computer problem. Have a great weekend, everybody. Jackson, thanks for hanging out with us, buddy. Have a great day.
Excellent.
Great weekend. Dr. Von Chilla says, ASM Annual #1 is quite simply one of the greatest comic books ever published. It is a full-on, balls-to-the-wall masterpiece. Salah.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like those early ones, those first couple where they did the multicoloring on the logo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's great.
I like a lot of bright colors. I don't know whatever that makes me. Hence the reason I like tie-dye, and stuff like that. But I love bright primary colors and stuff like that. So cool beans. Paul S. is with us. Paul, good to have you with us, sir.
Yeah, welcome, Paul.
He says, good morning, fellas. Hey, Shannon, how close are you to completing your Justice League of America collection? I don't think I have seen an update because your collection is awesome.
Well, I appreciate it, sir. I am probably 6 to 7 issues away, and it's all in the first 10. So might be a while. I appreciate you asking that. Yeah. And for the kind words.
Hippies Collectible says, which way did they go, George? Which way did they go? Which way did they go?
He remembers.
I love it. And Sleepy Rita's enjoying it too. There we go. And Dr. Von Chilla's laughing too. You got them all laughing. Lady M says, take care, Jackson, and stay safe. Yes, sir, Bob. Dr. Von Chilla says, hizzle shizzle, that is a beautiful copy of Avengers 4, Rodney. Gasp. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. We try and take care of them. once they get here to the ranch. Mike Taylor says, "Great books and house ads, Doc. Thank you, sir. They're so much fun. They really are. We could do this all day long.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, because I've done that before. I've pulled out things and just look at the house ads. Quite enough Sayer says, I miss the Florsheim and Tom McCann stores in malls or maybe Anderson Little.
Oh
Wow.
wow. Yeah, I forgot about Tom McCann, the shoes. Yeah.
Those are
That's
three
awesome.
names right there that I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah.
Thank you for the memories. Quite enough Sayer. Love it. Dr. Bonchilla says, Anderson Little. I haven't spoken that name in at least 4 years.
That must have been a regional thing because I've never heard of Anderson Little. I've heard of the other two.
Yeah, it could have been like a New England thing, maybe. I don't know. I know we had them up around here. Remember,
Yeah.
Anderson. We also used to have Milton Shoe stores. That was one of the local ones are up around here. So when your folks used to take you to the store and they put that great big silver computerized, well, it wasn't computerized, but you thought of it as computerized as a kid, thing on your foot to adjust it and find out how big your foot was. Remember that? I always wanted to steal one of those things, and take it home because I thought it was like space age. Michael Taylor says, but spending the money is not fun. Yes, I hear you. Quite enough Sayer says, Anderson Little, I can smell it. Josh B says, love to read my stuff. I only have one slab, and it's just too classic to crack the plastic. Nope. Everybody's got to collect the way they want to collect. So no judgment here. Eric Breen, the professor, he says Jackson's neighbor's computer's problem is a win for all of us. Oh, man. Shots fired. Michael Taylor says, Doc, would you be willing to take a lie detector test? Sure. Sure. What am I being asked about, though? What? I know nothing.
Nothing.
Quite enough Sayer says, anyone know if Tennessee Tuxedo and Chumley made it into comics? Wow, I'm trying to think. I don't remember seeing them in comics.
Don't know. It's a good question.
I gotta say they must have made it somewhere. Come on, Chumley.
Come along.
DG Tennessee. Oh, love cartoons, man. I was a cartoonaholic. Eric Breen says, it's a shoe store, Shannon. Of course we didn't have them in Kentucky. Yeehaw!
Oh, what are you trying to say, Eric? I think he said it.
Oh, man. I can just hear that yeehaw, too, because he does this yeehaw where it's like, he's really stretching out his throat. Oh, my gosh. Snuffles McGraw says, Doc, I also like looking through all my books. Not a slab around here. Yeah. You know what? I think it's probably maybe even a generational thing, where we grew up reading them and whatnot and holding them and smelling them and everything. So it could very well be a thing. I don't know. I'm curious to find out, though. Michael Taylor says, my mom used to take me to that shoe store. Anderson Little. All right. Rob Brown says, Reb Brown. Oh, my gosh. Talk about a throwback to the 70s. Reb Brown.
He is Reb, though. Robbie Brown.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's true. But, oh, man. That version of Captain America in the movies, I did not like. They had the helmet. Bad stuff. Bad. Rob Brown says, yes, finally got my She-Hulk #1 newsstand release. Finally.
Hey. Congrats, buddy. Yeah, he's been talking about getting that book.
Congratulations. Awesome.
Congrats.
Love to hear it when a collector gets something that he's been looking for or she's been looking for. Dr. Von Chilla says, you want to steal a foot measuring tool? Wow, I thought my childhood fantasies were out there. Yes, I will admit it. Yes, I wanted to take one of those tools because as a kid, I was fascinated by what it was telling him. I didn't know how to read it or anything like that. But to me, it was like something out of Lost in Space. I wanted one.
With some wheels on the bottom of them that have been roller skates.
Oh, there you go. Michael Taylor says about only owning one CGC slab. Well, see, I think we all have a lot in common. Sleepy Rita says, I think Anderson Little sold 3-piece suits.
Oh, wow.
Well, I can't remember now. I thought it was a shoe store, though. No,
Didn't
they
know
might have
that.
had they might have had a shoe department. Now that I think they might have had a shoe department. Because remember, there used to be stores that used to have everything. Department stores, they used to call them. Did I skip one? No. Okay. Eric Breen says, thanks for ruining my bit, Sleepy. Oh, too funny. Sleepy's, my apologies, he says. Dr. Von Chilla, Michael Taylor says, Dr. Von Chilla, I remember those giant foot measuring tools. And I promise, it's not related to any kind of a fetish thing. No, it's not. Eric Breen, our 3-piece suits were wife beaters, overalls, and a trucker hat. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Oh wow. He is from
Rob Brown
Kentucky.
says,
Hey, I got a saving grace. I spent my first 6 or 7 years in Ohio, so you know.
oh man. Rob Brown says, I own no slabs either, but I am hanging on changing that. Planning on changing that, maybe? Well.
Cool.
I mean,
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong at all. You collect the way you want to collect. Hippie's Collectible says Tom McCann and Robert Hall were our go-tos when I was a kid. Oh, cool. I've never heard of Robert Hall, but Tom McCann was big around here. Absolutely. And Eric Breen says,
I haven't heard Robert Hall either.
Eric Breen says, spent my first 6 in Massachusetts myself. Well, you did good to get out of Massachusetts.
We're transplants, what we are, yeah.
And Quite Enough Taylor says, Eric, you might be a redneck. Dr. Von Chilla says, I was always afraid they'd slam the foot measuring tool down on my toes. I'm a bit afraid of them. I could see where that would make you nervous. Absolutely. Yep. We don't want to have the toes crunched. Lady M says, Robert Hall was a big deal store for us back in the day. Was that just a shoe store or was it a department store? I'm curious.
Not sure.
Quite Enough Sayer says, well, then you're just a hick, Eric. Oh, wow. That's what we are up here in Maine. They call us hicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We just up here on the farm. And Michael Taylor says, my mom used to take me to Tom McCann's. Yeah, we used to go to Tom McCann's. And Rob Brown says, ugh, my eyesight is not so good. Getting new glasses soon, so maybe my spelling errors will depress. Laugh a lot. I have the same problem, believe me. My eyes have not been the same for quite a while now. Paul S. says, hey, question. Do you guys remember the first comic book you ever bought? The first one I ever bought.
With our own money, I guess. That would be a tough one. I don't know.
I could never directly pinpoint it, but one of the first ones that I can remember would be, I think it's like Hulk 117. I think it's with the Submariner. The Submariner appears in it, and they're underwater and they're fighting. I think it's 117. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on the number, but it's that one. It's very early on in the Hulk single series, and
I wouldn't have any idea because I don't remember what the transition was from when my folks were buying me comics to where I was getting an allowance, doing odd jobs, and paying for my own books. So I don't have a clue.
I would get my dad would, when he went to the Rexall drugstore, if I went with him, he would give me a quarter. And that's where, so it became my money. Once it exchanged hands, it's my money. So it counts.
You go. That's a good way to look at it.
Give me a quarter back in the day, 2 12-cent comic books, and still a penny left over for penny candy. You were in heaven as a kid. Awesome. And Hippies Collectibles, Al Bundy, greatest shoe salesman ever. Rob Brown, decrease. Yeah. You want to jump in and take a few of these, Shannon?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Michael tells us, I remember those foot measuring tools vividly. You started something here, Rod.
I'm telling you, they were like a something out of space, the outer space stuff.
And Dr. says, I don't remember the first comic I chose up from the rack, but Amazing Spider-Man 32 was the first one I ever looked at before I could read. Great memory there.
Wow. Cool.
And Ronnie says, Paul, not my first book, but the one I have clear memories of was Super Team Family 7 off the spinner rack when it came out. Yeah, I can remember. At that time, I was buying my own books by the time that book came out, and I bought that one off the rack myself.
Oh, wow.
And Rob says, the first one I bought with my own money was probably Power Man and Iron Fist 55 and Fantastic Four 200. Awesome. Bronze Age goodness there, baby.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was $1.99.
Yeah, everybody testing their memory now.
And Hippie says, Superman 149 was the very first one I got with my allowance. Awesome. And Sleepy Ritter said, I started with Avengers 92. Oh, great book. My parents said that's your first and last comic book. They rot your brains. So he has got terminal brain rot, I'm assuming.
Welcome to the club, Damien. Welcome to the club.
And Michael says, I wish I could remember the very first comic I bought. That's amazing that you remember, Doc.
Like I said, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it, but that's the first one that I think I can actually remember having a quarter with. Now, whether I did or not, who knows? The memory ain't what it used to be.
And Mark Senior says, the first book I bought myself was X-Men 40. Oh, nice. Great Silver Age. And Josh B says, first comic for me off the rack was Superman Man of Steel miniseries, number 4. Oh, the John Byrne. Yeah, very cool.
Wow.
And Michael Taylor says, I remember my childhood spinner rack, though. Yeah, I remember a couple of those.
Yeah. Yeah, we all had those neighborhood stores or places. Places where we would go.
And Dr. Valenchill says the first books I bought by a mail order circa 1974 with my own money were Submariner 2930. I remember him telling me that. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's about the time I got into mail order, 74, 75, and got all the old comic catalogs. Yeah, it's great memories.
Oh, cool.
And Michael says, and where it was in the candy store. Okay, the spinner rack. Cool deal. And Hippie says, 149 is a fantasy story, Death of Superman. How many times has that guy died anyway?
Too many. Too many.
And Lady M says, childhood spinner rack once a year was at the Red and White store in North Carolina every summer. Late teens and early 20s was at People's Drugstore for the spinner racks. Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Spinner racks, man, with a place to be. Whoops. I thought I clicked on it. There we go.
And Rob Brown says, to have those neighborhood stores back. Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're preaching to the choir here.
Yeah. Miss those dearly. Miss them dearly.
And Josh B says Superman 149 is the last 10-cent issue, I think, too.
Oh, wow.
And QNS says Shazam 20, 1973 here, first comic. Awesome.
Oh, great.
Great year for comics. And Hotel Orloff, the first one I bought by myself was the DC Laurel and Hardy #1. Yep. There it is. Yep.
There you go.
Yep. I got it in a box back here somewhere.
And that was originally the one that was supposed to be in a digest, correct?
Well, no, there's supposed
An
to be
ad
both.
for
There's
it.
supposed to be that and the digest, but the digest never came out. Yeah.
Ah.
And Hippies goes, Josh, yes, it was. Dr. Von Chilla, People's Drugstore. And Paula says, my first book that I bought, I'll never forget, it was a 3-pack at G.C. Murphy's. I got Justice League of America 171, Superman, and a Batman book is one of those 3-packs. Awesome. Well, we love the 3-pack here at Comic Book Memories. We certainly do.
Oh, yes, yes. This man to my left, he got me hooked on those. I mean, I remember seeing them as a kid, but I had not given a thought to them since the 70s until I saw him show some of them on one of his videos. Down the rabbit hole I went, man, and I'm still there. I love it.
And Damien says, Rexall Drug in Clinton, Connecticut was my first comic supplier. Spinner rack in the back corner. Yep. Yes, Rexall was one of my two mainstays. We had the Bath County drugstore where I'd get most of them, and then if they didn't have what I wanted, I went up the block and around the corner to Rexall. So
we had to, in my hometown where I grew up, which is still the next town over. It was a very, very, very small town, rural town, but they had a drugstore in what was downtown, and that was like maybe one block of brick buildings. And yeah, that Rexall drugstore, man, it had a soda fountain, ice cream shop, candy department, and then way in the back, you had to go as far as you could in the store to the magazine rack. It was an old wooden rack, and the smell in that store, man, every once in a while, if I go into an old general store or something, once in a while you'll catch a whiff of it, and man, it's like a slap in the face, takes you right back to that Rexall drugstore.
Cool.
If I could take a time machine, that would be the first place I would go back, is to that Rexall drugstore, just so I could smell that smell and get a comic off that rack. Man,
right.
Oh, I miss that.
Exactly. And Hotel Orloff, the very first comic owned was Choo Choo Charlie from Go Key.
I've seen him show that on his videos.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm gonna get a copy of that because I thought that was cool, because Choo Choo Charlie, think of, you know, the candy there. Whatchamacallit? Oh, I can't think of the candy. Good and Plenty. Good and Plenty. Yeah. Remember? Choo Choo Charlie was an engineer. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna get a copy of that book at some point. I'm hunting for one.
And Rob says, my first Marvel Spotlight I bought was at a neighborhood store called Spotlight. It confused me for years. You can only get that comic at that store.
That's cool.
And Maranya says, G.C. Murphy's was great for toys and other stuff. It was Walmart and Target back in the day. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there was a lot of those type of stores around.
Oh yeah.
That, you know, were toys and department stores and stuff. Oh, I miss those things.
Yeah, we had stores called Hex and Roses. And ECR says a Looney Tunes 3-pack, TGNY is getting ready to mention it. Wow. TGNY stores.
Yeah. Wow.
And Michael Taylor says, my childhood spinner rack is one of the things I wish I had today. Yeah. With every book that was on
it. Yes.
And Dr. Von Chilla says, the memories of standing in the handy market circa 1973 and flipping through the stacks of 3-pack sends shivers of excitement up my spine. Wow. That was just like me in the Maloney store. That's where I got my Batman 251 was in the 3-pack. Yeah.
Oh, so cool, man.
Hippies was Good and Plenty.
Good and Plenty. There you go. Good and Plenty.
And Mark Senior says, funny how smells can break back memories. I guess that's why we all love the smell of old comics. Oh,
Yes,
man.
sir.
That is my drug. That is my drug.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Werewolf by Lunchtime. Welcome, sir. Glad you could get in here with us. Howdy, guys.
Great to have you with us, sir.
And Sleepy Readers, Wolfie. Rob Brown, Spotlight. Maranya said Hex and Woodward and Lothrop were the big deal department stores that had literally anything back in the day, including book departments and so on. Yeah, that's what was so great about all those stores. I mean, there was a little bit of everything, you know.
We used to have a store called Siegel City, and it was a department store and a grocery store all in one. And for about couple of years, we went grocery shopping there, and folks would do the grocery shopping. I'd be out at the paperbacks and the comics. That was my babysitter. Oh man, I miss stores like that. You know, they had the scuff floors and and everything. Oh, it's just I want to go back in time so badly. Whoops, the thing jumped up on me. There we go.
And Wolf Ballenstein says nappy.
Yeah.
QNS says my old LCS was smoking aloud. Rob says yes, old rotting newspaper comics. Nothing like it. LOL. Dr. Von Chill says my dad bought that Batman 251 3-pack for me as a surprise. He had no idea how awesome his choice was. Exactly.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And Paula says, don't forget about Hills department store. I remember Hills. Cool place. Wow.
Cool beans. Well, that catches us up to date with the Peanut Gallery. And oh my gosh, we're already 30 minutes into overtime. So hold on. We got 2 more just came in off the wire.
Maranya says my clear memory as a kid from my neighborhood mall was getting Neapolitan ice cream waffle sandwiches and eating them in the open air, no enclosed malls like they are today. More great memories right there. Yep.
I'm telling you, man, the places of our childhood were awesome.
Yeah. Mark Senior says always love Woolworths. Yeah, they had a little bit of everything. Loved Woolworths. We actually had Woolworths in Kentucky. Eric.
Wow. We used to have a Woolworths that was about 20 minutes away, and I used to love that store. I also loved their lunch counters. Oh, they had good food in Woolworth.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And Dr. Von Chilla to Paul S. Hills is where I got my first Migos circa 1972.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. And QNS says, remember turning down the Amazing Spider-Man 252 on the rack because I thought it looked stupid. The famous black costume.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Taylor says, great show. Had a blast as always. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Michael. Appreciate that. All right. I think we are now caught up again with the Peanut Gallery. There we go. And I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us this morning, man. You guys were a lively crew again today. Love hearing the stories and the memories. That's what it's all about, man.
Oh, yeah. It's just, I had so much fun today. I mean, the stuff you showed and the stuff I'm probably going to have to spend money on and everybody's stories. And it's just, the memories, I'm smelling old comic book paper right now, and I don't even have a book out. Yeah, just thanks, guys, once again. You make Saturdays fun for us. I hope we, in some small way, do the same for you. And we look forward to it every week.
And we will do it again next week. So please, everybody, if you're not doing anything, come on back and hang out with us. We'll share some more memories, and you can share some with us. We'd love to have you back.
Hang out. We'll be right here.
That's it. Come to us. Come to us. All right. Doing anything special this weekend, Shannon?
Well, got a birthday party for my youngest grandson, Javon. He turned 4. Actually, turned 4 yesterday, but his mama wanted to get the house decorated up for him, because she had to work, and so she wanted to do something special for him. So she did that today, and I'm not sure what time we're going, but we're going to help celebrate his big 4th birthday. And
Well,
other than
tell them
that, just
happy
gonna be
birthday
hanging
from
out. You know? Yeah. Thank you, sir.
him. All right. Well, that's it for us. We'll be back next Saturday morning. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hope you guys will all join us once again. We always enjoy you guys. And thanks so much again for making this so much fun to do. We can't say it enough. We love it. So, all right. We are off. I do not have a community channel of the week this week. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to work out them bugs in that new video editing software. Man, I'm telling you, it's no fun. I'm not enjoying that. But I will try my best to make sure that happens next week. I also going to look into that blue wrench for Lady M. We'll get you a blue wrench here at some point here. So,
Good deal.
All right. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of the week. We'll see you next Saturday morning.
Live long and prosper.
All right. Take care, folks.